Hurricane Hannah. Tonight, that storm making landfall as a Category 1 on Padre Island just about an hour ago. The eye hitting South Texas with hurricane force winds of about 90 miles per hour.
And this is new video just into the newsroom of what we are seeing right now from Corpus Christi. Structural damage already being reported there, including a partial collapse of the Bob Hall Pier and a state of disaster declaration already issued for several cities along the coast. Earlier today, the governor reminding residents to take this storm seriously.
This flooding is so severe that it can be very life-threatening. Do not go into that storm area knowing that it could take your life from you.
Good Saturday evening to you, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jonathan Martinez.
And I'm Sion Rhodes. This is the first hurricane of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season. And we have live team coverage tonight with crews in Corpus Christi and Galveston. But we begin with Channel 2 meteorologist Justin Stapleton. He's been following the track of Hannah for us now. Justin?
Yeah, guys, it's been a busy day all day. Amazing. 24 hours ago, we had a middling tropical storm. We got a Cat 1 hurricane at this point, as we figured. Sometimes these things can happen. They get in close to the coast, and they can ramp up just like that. Just under Category 2, 90-mile-an-hour winds, official landfall about 15 miles north of Port Mansfield, right on Padre Island. You can see Padre Island, if you don't remember, it basically stretches from around Corpus Christi, Mustang Island, all the way on down towards South Padre. There is the eye right now moving inland, so they've still got a pretty treacherous couple of hours, especially for folks anywhere from Brownsville up towards Port Mansfield as you get into Corpus as well. We've got aerial flood advisories, no flash flood watch or warnings, I should say, out just yet. These are all likely eventually going to probably turn into a couple of flash flood warnings, as they're going to be picking up anywhere from 6 to 8 to 12 to maybe 16 inches of rain, and that includes folks here in the valley as well. That could be the big story late night tonight into tomorrow for us. Meanwhile, notice that we've got these rain bands that continue to move closer to us. In fact, jumping a little tighter on these. The good news is two things. One, they are moving at a decent clip. Two, they're only dropping about 1/4 to 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch in less than an hour. So that is enough that we should be able to handle it without too much trouble. Sloppy streets for sure, especially across West Loop I-10 as this moves northward. Just be careful out there on the roads, but do know that there are more coming. Notice this fetch right here. We're going to have to keep a watch on this as it works its way towards Galveston. That is what we've got to deal with here locally, but not only that, we've got our own Michael Leparty, who's been down in Corpus Christi for the better half of about 24 hours getting whacked with the storm. Michael, what's the latest?
Well, Justin, I can tell you, we did get a little bit of a break a little earlier, but as you can see, the wind and the rain, that is all back now. We're getting a better look at some of the aftermath. For example, this street right behind me here. We drove down here earlier today to get to the marina, and you can see right now it's underwater. Slowly but surely, Hurricane Hannah has arrived in Texas.
So far, it looks like a good-sized storm.
But the strong wind and rain wasn't enough to keep John Garcia inside.
I was here for Celia, which, if you recall, was really, really bad. So this is not bad compared to Celia.
Maybe not bad for him, but still a hurricane, something people in Corpus Christi have experience with.
I lived through Category 4s and 5s. Been here my whole life. Knowing this is a 1, I'm not worried about it.
At last check, Hannah was moving at 8 miles per hour. The center of the storm reached the coast by the afternoon. The forecast calls for between 6 to 12 inches of rain, but that wasn't Jesse Betancourt's biggest concern.
We've been through floods, low area gets flooded and all that, but really the wind, that's what concerned me.
And that hasn't stopped people from coming out to see the storm for themselves, giving them a first-hand look at Hannah's arrival. And back live, here's another look at that street that's now underwater. We're also keeping a close eye on the power outages. When I checked last, there were at least 25,000 customers, at least in the Corpus Christi area, who were without power. We're also going to go check on some possible damage reports as well, coming up next. Reporting live, I'm Michael Leparty, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
All right, Michael, be safe out there.